testing.
Who circles the globe to uncover the stories America will never stop talking about. She grew up only wanting to be a hairdresser, but Tammy Wynette styled herself a dream and took it all the way to Nashville and into the hearts of America. Visit the private paradise of Maui and join the fun as the superstars make waves at this jewel atop Hawaii. Meet David Brenner for a slice of the good life as the crazy comic puts fun on the menu during a High Rollers tour of Atlantic City. All this and more when Lifestyles returns. Stay with us.
The left is attacking my bowel movements. My toilet is under attack from the woke left.
Definitely tired.
He's tired.
He's sleepy.
Ever notice how dark and sunken in my eyes are?
We've noticed how dark the bags under your eyes are, buddy. I only talk about it every day. He's Raccoon Man.
Little tired today. It was a long
He's
night.
always tired.
What are you fresh?
Oh, man, look at him, though. He is tired.
I'm going to take a nap.
Take a day off.
Look at his eyes. They're just bloodshot. Look at his left eye. It's completely bloodshot.
I'm tired, boss.
What are you guys going up to? What are you guys going up to?
Fail.
What are you guys up to this weekend?
Whoa!
Oh, there we go!
Whoa!
Oh, buddy!
Distraction alert!
He has a problem with words. His brain doesn't work so good.
He's not focused.
He's trying to be an actual entertainer with these problems.
Oh, shit.
He's mushmouth. He looks like my UPS delivery guy. Not the first person to say that.
Yep.
It seems to be a universal recognition that he looks like a fucking UPS driver.
Well, now I'm just going to upload all the terrible ones so you guys can watch me suffer. Or suffer, as some people like to say.
He's rolled over and showed his udders and just embraced being a lolcow. And he's like, yeah, I guess I'm in my lolcow era, boys. Here you go. Make sure you get this close up when you milk my udders.
I just jumped on. I just did my little trampoline.
I want to see Jared do tricks on the trampoline. You think Jared can do a 360 backflip, buddy? He's going to poo his pants on the trampoline, guaranteed.
I'm going to have to shit for sure.
The pooth is out there, pal.
I have anxiety diarrhea.
He has anxiety diarrhea.
I was getting like diarrhea a lot. I had to run a red light and still some came out.
Can you imagine if he did run the red light and just T-bone a family and like paralyze some? Officer, I'm sorry I killed that family of 4, but I couldn't shit my pants. Your political live stream, sir.
You've never had the joy of pissing in your own basement.
The wokists are owned, good sir.
And the left, that's the #1 insult.
Go left.
Are you for real, bro? It's anybody who would hear it would make fun of you.
If I eat healthy, explosive diarrhea.
You don't have to tell anybody this shit. No one wants to know about your shit. You shitter. The left is attacking my bowel movements. My toilet is under attack from the woke left. No, I'm pretty sure your toilet's under attack from you, good sir.
To bring back the shit stories, I'll share one.
No.
Sometimes they'll have bathrooms available if they're like a park or something like that. Usually it's where like homeless people shoot up. I had like a diarrhea moment.
This is your quartering heritage moment. His diarrhea moment.
10 years ago, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, or if you could the A-team, maybe you can hire...
Fuck out of my seat! Oh, he needs to stop. Kick that...
You talking about sick?
They chipping out.
It is my nigga.
So there's some people in this bucket that are over 200 years old. We'll get to the bottom of that, though.
He's exactly right.
Yeah,
And it
right.
is a
Yeah.
disgusting disgrace what this show has become. There's 200-year-old men in that bucket, and Elon's going to sniff them out like a
That's right.
retarded truffle pig.
Right. Yeah.
Of eternity, motherfucker. I'm
Really?
just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I
We're all
don't have
sinners.
to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser.
When I first saw you, thought you were the bomb. Thought you were the finest woman I'd ever seen. On black.com, so now you're with me. Think it's time I said, this misery needs company until at least one of us drops dead. Won't you stay in my shack? I'll buy you so much crack. I love you, bitch. Please grant my wish. You make me wanna shout it. Feel wanna know the truth about it. I love you, bitch. Your poop's delish. Please be my wife today. is missing to pick up bottles with my pissing. I love you, bitch. Please grant my wish. It's in fact you that I adore. I love you, you fucking whore. I love you, bitch. 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 I love you,
I've been muted the entire time. Amazing. What a professional show. I'm a professional, everyone. Let's try it again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Relief Valve podcast. And where the shitbag of the week is going to be Hassan Piker. He got chased out of New Jersey. And we're going to cover everything I just said was a complete fucking waste. We're going to cover his fake communism shtick. You know, the guy's a rich guy with a large house, multiple vehicles, and then he talks about communism. Communism has never worked. It's just a pyramid scheme. Everybody else is supposed to be normal on the same page, and but there always has to be an upper echelon, and it's the people at the top of the pyramid that ended up pushing communism to begin with, and they'll always be the ones that are in charge, an AOC or someone like that, right? So I apologize again to everybody that I was muted. That was a rookie mistake. It was fucking stupid. I muted myself for the intro, and instead of staying on the ball and taking care of it, I fucked up. My bad. Okay, so let's get into a lot is happening in New Jersey right now with Hassan Piker showing up to do his grift and hang out with his fellow left-wing shitbags who didn't end up appreciating his presence. And the Proud Boys and left-wing scumbags, they're all there. So let's take a look at that. So first, they brought drums, bullhorns, gas masks, and cameras. They carried protest signs, American flags, and body armor. The chaos continued, Saturday at Delaney Hall as ICE protesters and supporters traded heated verbal salvos in New York while state troopers looked on. The demonstrators surrounded the Federal Immigration Detention Center after another night of violent clashes between anti-ICE activists and law enforcement. And then the Proud Boys arrived. I absolutely believe Delaney Hall should be shut down, anti-ICE protester Michelle Messer told NJ.com. I think the folks in there need to be released. It's a concentration camp. Delaney Hall continues to be the epicenter of a political clash, or some might say political theater, as protesters from both sides of the issue flooded the privately run jail. The situation has intensified since Monday when U.S. Senator Andy Kim was pepper sprayed by ICE agents amid a growing national controversy over conditions there. I'm glad he was pepper sprayed. They should have kicked him in the nuts too. Go mind your fucking business. You are supposed to enforce laws of the United States of America, and Andy Kim is a fucking traitor piece of shit. They should have maced him and fucking knocked him out, faggot. Moving on. About 150 protesters demonstrated outside the facility, while 35 counter-protesters rallied. A little more than 2 miles away, embattled Governor Mickey Sherrill defended the deployment of the state police that led to physical skirmishes with protesters on Friday night. The rookie Democrat governor is now facing criticism from those on the left, denouncing her decision to send in state troopers, and she continues to face takedowns from Republicans accusing her of inflaming an already fraught situation just to grandstand against President Donald Trump. But on Saturday, Sherrill blamed out-of-state agitators for the clashes. To the people coming from out of state to create chaos and dangerous situations, you should not be here, she said at a news conference in Newark. None of these scumbag pieces of shit should be there. I mean, you should be on the other side of the road, not blocking the road, not blocking pedestrians or anything else. You guys are all scumbag, anti-American pieces of shit. Jobless losers. You got paid by an NGO, nonprofit, where all this is coming from. And I'm going to be talking about that because Nick Sorter and Cam Higbee are getting into that. All of these pieces of shit, a fair amount of them, not all of them, a fair amount of them are being paid to show up. They are professional instigators, and they are here not because they have any values. You know what? They may be leftist scumbags to begin with, so they're more than happy to accept a paycheck and show up. But the majority of these pieces of shit are here to cause a scene, get themselves in the news, in the national news, put this on TV and create a larger issue for everybody. They don't actually care about the situation one way or another. They don't care about the country. They don't care about innocent Americans being attacked, robbed, raped by these dangerous illegals that come into the country. the only thing they care about is their paycheck or the narrative that they're working for, and we're going to get into that. The counter-protest grew substantially Saturday with right-wing podcaster Mike Crispy pumping up the crowd. Then members of the controversial right-wing group, the Proud Boys, showed up in the afternoon. Good. I hope they beat the fuck out of everybody there. I think the Democratic Party has been taken over by extreme leftist and communist ideologies. They are here to destroy America, said a mass member of the counter-protest who has to be referred to as the Big Duke of the Proud Boys. And he's not wrong, by the way. The Democrats have been taken over by the worst and the most radical of their party because the Democrats don't have a plan or a message. When you have an ideology that you're sticking to, when you have a plan that you want to see happen for this country, it's extremely difficult for radical fringe groups on the outer edges to come in and derail your plan. Because if you're legitimately America first, you legitimately believe in citizens who are legal citizens, then it doesn't matter if the crazy guy over here comes over and goes, yeah, well, I think we should fucking do this and that. Like, dude, I already know the plan. I'm already on track. I don't need you to come in with some extra crazy to put on everything. We're already on it. The Democrats don't have a plan. They don't have any morality. They lick their finger, they put it up, and wherever the wind blows, that's where they go. Now, for them, they have a very small amount of sane people that defend Democrats. And honestly, I have no idea why. Democrats hate this country. They hate us. They hate the nuclear family. They want to sow chaos, and they want to flip this country upside down. So it's absolutely crazy to me that anyone can support a Democratic candidate. Now, you might say, well, Matt, I think it's crazy that you support Republicans because they can't be trusted. They're full of shit. They're fighting all the time. They never get anything done. That's fair enough. But at least their plan isn't to destroy the United States. If you give me two people and you say, this candidate here is a Democrat, he hates his country, he hates you, he's going to do his best to burn it to the ground. He's also corrupt. He also takes big money. Now over here, you have a Republican. This Republican loves the country. They're trying to do good things for the country, but they're misguided. They're running into roadblocks. They're making mistakes. Also, they're playing to big money donors, and they're doing their fair share of things too. Okay, which evil, which bad situation do I want here? Well, I definitely don't want the Democrat, do I? He hates me, he hates my family, he hates his country, he wants to burn it to the ground. Why would I choose him? And this is the problem with some Democrats. They go, well, I can't vote for a Republican because they just don't have a plan and they can't figure it out. And then they go, so I'm voting Democrat. And the Democrat is like, I hate you. I'm going to let illegals in. They're going to rape your daughter. They're going to rob your family. Our Antifa group that we don't officially acknowledge as like our own little personal army. They are going to drag you out of your car and beat you to death during a riot. And the voter is like, well, at least the Democrat is being forthcoming with me. It's like, you guys are fucking retards. No one with a functioning brain should be voting Democrat. Plain and simple. I don't care how corrupt the Republican is. I don't care how many mistakes they're making. You're looking at, unfortunately, I don't like it any more than anybody else does. You're looking at the lesser of two evils, and you ignore the Republican and you go with the worst of the evil, and that's a Democrat. I mean, that is shooting yourself in the foot because you think that somehow that's going to work towards your advantage. It's fucking retarded. But let's continue here. I think the Democratic Party has been taken over by extreme leftist and communist ideologies. It has. Communists are getting voted into office. You've got Mamdani in New York, a socialist Democrat, a socialist. The Nazis were socialists. I don't know I don't know. Everybody keeps calling conservatives Nazis. The Nazis were a socialist party. That's what took over in Germany. So he's a socialist Democrat and essentially a communist. And these people are getting voted in as the new Democratic Party. It's crazy. So, and that's what Big Duke here, the Proud Boys, and I got something to say. Okay, so the reason why these illegals are being allowed in is because it is the only way Democrats are allowed to get votes. That's correct. Regular, functional voters of America don't want a Democrat in office. So you have to bring in people that you're giving handouts to, right? Because at some point they have to thank you for all the free money, the free taxpayer money that they fucked us over for, that you gave them. They want to move in people from oppressed lands that when they get there, they give them all this free stuff. Those people vote for them, plain and simple. That's correct. You're seeing some of the video here.
Accused of throwing barricades, lighting fires last night. The governor says that the national extremist groups are now becoming involved in these protests, creating more chaos and dangerous situations. Governor Sherrill calling on protesters to de-escalate the situation.
Urge those protesting outside of Delaney Hall to bring the temperature down so we can focus on the detainees and their families. So comply with the lawful orders from local and state law enforcement and let advocates, faith leaders, and members of this community continue their.
That's interesting to hear a Democrat say that. For her to give this message, because normally the Democrat message is, and you get this from Destiny and those other faggots too, right? The message from Democrats is, well, you know, we're insanely violent, but the reason that we're insanely violent is you conservatives and you Republicans need to turn the temperature down. And when you turn the temperature down, we won't be insanely violent anymore. Now, the truth is, all of these people are mentally ill. It's the reason that they're out there. It's the reason they're screaming in people's faces. It's the reason they're throwing things at people and hurting people. They're all mentally ill. And they know their ideology is so wrong that they have no choice but to hurt someone else. When any of us in this political sphere are having a debate or you're attempting to have a good faith debate, the point of it is for two people to sit down and have a conversation. And maybe you try to change each other's minds, or maybe you attempt to meet in the middle. If you're giving a good faith effort, then you're sitting down and you're having the conversation. I'm sitting down with a leftist. They are trying to make a good faith effort to have a conversation with me about where they're coming from. Okay, I'm listening to you. Then I bring up my counterpoint, and after that, we debate some of our issues, and maybe we find a way to meet partially in the middle. But when some of your ideas are so crazy that everyone shuts them down, like, you know, if I walk out there and I go there, everyone should be a tranny. All kids should cut off all their body parts, and they should be allowed to make that decision at 8 years old. And illegals should come in because people are people. They're not illegal, they're people. It doesn't matter what the skin color is. Let them come in, do whatever they want. They can rape me too. That's fine. I'm honored. You know, some of these Democrats have said this. Not only in the United States, but in other countries as well. It's absolutely ridiculous. And when your point is so ridiculous that no one will listen, no one will have a conversation with you, and everyone immediately dismisses it, the only option you have left is to physically, violently attack people. That's what the left is. Conservatives aren't going out there and smashing people over the heads with bats in order to make our point. Because if I say children should be safe and be left alone, there shouldn't be pedophilia, you should not be cutting off children's body parts. You should not be attacking people over what they feel, even if you disagree with it. Well, you can say, I don't like that guy as a conservative, but also, I don't disagree with anything that he said. So why would you attack me over it? I just told you several common sense things. Don't mutilate children. Don't rape children. Don't attack and rob people because you don't like them or they disagree with you. Who in their right mind can disagree with that? Well, the left. That's the reason they have to take these actions. That's the reason they have to come violent. They have to scream in your face. They claim that it's because they're passionate and they have to get their message out there and they have to fight for what they think is right. And in fighting for what they think is right, they are fighting for some of the worst things that humanity could possibly offer or be exposed to. That's what the left is. They're the worst of the worst. That's why I can't even really have debates with them anymore. I tried early on when Barack Obama was president. I'm branching off a little bit here. We're going to get back to what's going on in Hassan Piker. But early on, when I really started getting into politics, and I was listening to, I don't listen to these people anymore, but I was listening to, a Ben Shapiro or people on the Blaze or whatever. One of the things they were saying is try to have a conversation with the people that disagree with you. Try to come to some sort of middle ground or understanding about things that are going on. So I did that. The people that were leftists in my own little political sphere, people that I knew or people that I interacted with. So I tried to have that conversation. I tried to have the debate and have the point-for-point discussion about this and that and so on. And the conversation very quickly devolved into name-calling from the lefty. I'm a piece of shit, idiot, conservative, moron. You're uneducated. You haven't been exposed to society. You don't know what's going on. That's what it quickly devolved to when I challenged them on their points, because their points were garbage. I can have a conversation and a debate, and I can admit to either mistakes Republicans are making or maybe preconceptions that conservatives have that are wrong and need to be reanalyzed. I can have that discussion. I'm not so stuck on one particular thing that you can't move me on anything. But these people can't. And they, somewhere deep down inside, they know they're wrong. They're like the Sith in Star Wars. They are purely emotional. There is no other sense that is helping to regulate them. It's do whatever you want when you feel like it. It doesn't matter who you hurt to get it done. Just accomplish your goal. That's what the left is. And then they try to spin it. So getting back to my point here, it's very interesting that this Democrat in New Jersey is saying you protesters need to turn the temperature down. And also everyone that's coming in out of state needs to stop or needs to leave, because you are not a part of New Jersey's problem. Very interesting that she says this.
Their work.
Additionally, Pix 11 reporter Corey McGinnis speaking with protesters on both sides of the issues.
Anti-ICE and pro-ICE demonstrators faced off on the same street in front of Delaney Hall Saturday morning, creating a tense scene.
They sent a black guy to make sure they didn't have any problems. When the news is there, they're going to be like, I'm going to fuck you. Sorry, Mr. Black Man. Sorry, Mr. Black. Do your story.
As New Jersey State Police set up a new protected protest zone outside Delaney Hall, the air remained thick with tension between two divides that refused to bridge. Governor Mikey Sherrill sent state troopers to take over security, created designated peaceful protest areas, and established vehicle checkpoints after days of violent clashes. But despite these measures, both sides are still charging at each other with words and accusations. Pro-ICE supporters arrived early Saturday morning, some pointing at the damage they say anti-ICE protesters left behind.
They've been burning flags out here, no respect for law and order. They put tons and tons of trash out here. They destroyed a couple of ICE cars. You can't blame it on Trump.
Behind the counter protesters lies a personal story of pain. One supporter shared why he stood shoulder to shoulder with Donald Trump.
I got a murder there. He raped my niece. He's in jail now. I'm going to make sure they deport him. And that's why I'm here, to support ICE 100% and Donald Trump.
They are animals, and they need to... Personally, I think they need to be locked up and rehabilitated.
But the anti-ICE side says they're not the aggressors.
We're here peaceful. This is a peaceful protest. And they were cleared out in a really violent way. People were hurt. And so, yeah, I mean, it's surprising to see that peaceful protesters would be treated that way.
Amid the shouting,
they always say they're peaceful. The left always, their thing is, don't believe your lying eyes. Don't believe our people that dragged somebody to the ground and attacked them or threw things at them. Don't believe your lying eyes when you saw our people screaming the worst profanities in somebody else's face. Don't believe your lying eyes. We're all peaceful and we're all just trying to exercise our voice. And all of these leftists are the worst pieces of violent shit that you ever unfortunately have to live with. And we share a country with these fucking pieces of garbage.
chants rose from the crowd directed at the police. Pastor Terry brought a spiritual dimension to the protest, explaining their faith-based motivation.
What brings me here today is my Christian witness for the pain that is going on inside Delaney Hall. So
there are so many children that I can't molest, and they're all trapped in that building, and I don't have any access, and it's really just so upsetting. Shut up, faggot. A fucking priest, molester, piece of shit.
we want these concentration camps to be shut down.
And I want all
Anti-protesters
those
say
children
people inside Delaney
at
Hall
my
are being
house.
treated badly and are on a hunger strike. Pro-ICE supporters back ICE and Donald Trump, saying the facility keeps dangerous criminals locked up. The pro-ICE camp acknowledged the right to protest, but condemns some of the methods.
Everybody's got a freedom to protest and, freedom to express your feelings, but the way they do it, it's totally wrong.
All of this as the anti-ICE protesters insist they haven't reached their breaking point yet.
I can tell you it'll continue on as long as spaces like this are open.
As long as there aren't, as long as my trunk isn't full of young children, this will continue. A fucking piece of shit. Okay. So at one point, anti-ICE protesters surrounded a medical tent staging area as the counter-protesters marched toward it. The confrontation followed the Thursday night arrest of Brendan John Geyer, 26 of Madison, who was charged with assaulting ICE agents after kicking and savagely biting two of them at the facility. That's the peaceful protesters that dumb leftist cunt was talking about, remember? All the left is very, very peaceful. Aside from the guy that's kicking and savagely biting people. Other than that, completely peaceful. And now out-of-state protesters are inciting the chaos, according to Cheryl. Look at this bitch. You can look at her right away and know that she's anti-ICE. Look at that fat ass and those fucking hips. Nothing attractive about that at all. I bet she's 35. She looks 50. Okay, so 5 of the 6 people arrested Friday night at Delaney Hall were from New York or Pennsylvania. The state police announced Ian Austin, 36 of Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania, was arrested for disorderly conduct and endangering another person. John Rosendahl, 65, of New York City. What? Get a fucking life. You're 65, and the best thing you had to do with your time was to go to a protest in New Jersey and say, I don't like what's happening in there. I'm 65, and I'm very angry. Of New York City, Ada Marchetti, 41, another fucking old loser, of Astoria, New York. Grace Walmuth, 28. Why do you have an old person's name? As soon as it said Grace Walmuth, I was expecting it to say 58 years old of Morristown. She's 28. Fucking bum. Rebecca Telford Marks, 33, of Brooklyn, New York, and Timothy Lutz, 29, of Brooklyn, New York, were arrested for disorderly conduct and obstruction of justice, according to the state. At the center of the unrest, detainees say they've been on a week-long hunger strike to oppose poor conditions. Good. Fucking die. Hunger strike yourself to death and do the rest of this country a favor. Including inedible food to oppose poor conditions, which they claim are inedible food and a lack of medical care. We don't owe these people anything. They came here illegally. Fuck off right now. Medical care? And food? There are American citizens that aren't eating or barely have food on the table right now. But these faggot pieces of shit are upset that a person that never should have been here is not eating better than you. This is, you think these people, if you got killed tomorrow, they would laugh, they would cheer. This is why I cheer when their heads get smashed in. Because that's what these people are, trash. Democratic officials continue to call on the Trump administration to shut down the privately run detention center, which ICE contracts. but the administration has denied both the strike and the validity of the immigrants' complaints. I don't give a fuck if it is really happening. Just get them out. What are you holding on to them for? Get them the fuck out. Outside, there have been sometimes violent skirmishes between protesters supporting the strikers, ICE agents, and the state police. Trump has called the protesters fake, and his administration has been labeled them as rioters who have assaulted police. I agree with that. Pointing fingers at ICE for escalating the standoff, Sherrill sent into the state police on Friday to take over public safety and create peaceful protest zones. Once again, I'm very, very surprised that this Democratic representative is taking this action. But tensions escalated Friday night when the state police asked demonstrators to vacate the area in front of Delaney Hall so employees could leave. According to the state attorney general's office, a limited number of protesters did not comply with repeated requests and took dangerous actions, such as deploying fireworks, throwing gas canisters at law enforcement that put everyone in harm's way, State Attorney General Jennifer Davenport said in a statement. I don't give a fuck about her statement. But demonstrators outside the facility say they were boxed in between ICE agents and state troopers. Sherrill said Saturday morning it's absolutely necessary to send in the state police. My top priority is keeping New Jerseyans and our communities safe. An increased ICE search in the area outside of Delaney Hall is a threat to public safety. No, it isn't. Sherrill said in a statement. Now, there's the regular Democrat bullshit coming out to say, oh, more ICE is dangerous. No, it's not. It's safe for the entire community. That is why last night the New Jersey State Police Public Safety Response Team acted to secure the area outside of Delaney Hall. This was absolutely necessary to protect public safety and avoid escalation from ICE. Videos from the scene, I'm going to show you some of this. Videos from the scene also showed state police using riot shields and riding on horseback. Okay. So don't give a fuck about Jennifer Davenport, this left-wing cunt. So first we've got the mayor of Newark has imposed a curfew running from... Now, some previous things have happened to this, and I have it. Here's Hassan Piker. This is going to be great when you get to this, because he gets... First, one black guy starts debating him and tearing him a new asshole. Then another dude follows him and won't fucking leave him alone, calling him a fake commie piece of shit, a dog abuser. And he's got his own little lefty commie faggot crew with him. You're going to see it in the video. This is going to be great when we get into it, so stay tuned. So here's a couple things here that are interesting, and I have a lot that's saved, and I want to go over it. First, Nick Sorter says a random supply drop has just occurred here in Newark, a few blocks from the ICE facility, containing over $1,000 worth of supplies. Nobody knows who it is. Nobody knows how it got here. And the equipment I found inside makes it seem like they're preparing for war. Lots of wound care items, saline, Band-Aids, gauze, sponges, you name it. It's all here. $1,000 worth of stuff just randomly abandoned on the side of the road. Very convenient, I've informed police. So this is the left and their drop points. This is where they are being funded. It's being paid for.
Wet's still better than nothing. You mind if I get a water?
Hey, go for it. No, not mine.
No, listen, you know, you hear it, though, so I gotta, you know.
You asked somebody for permission. That's it.
With all due respect, you know what I'm saying? You fucking, you show up. I say, what the fuck?
Saline solution.
So he's going through it now. He's taking a look at it.
With a pair of goggles. More saline. Whole bag. Lots and lots of saline. Tampons for the trans in here, probably. Yeah. Trans guy. Lots of liquid IV, like energy stuff that you put in water. I guess, you know, to keep them going 24/7. And either that or they're just getting blackout drunk and need electrolytes. I don't really know. Lots and lots of electrolytes. keep in mind, we are quite a distance away from the facility down there. Just random drop on the corner, and nobody knows what any of this is. Nobody knows whose it is. It just ended up here. It appeared. Ice pack type stuff. I don't know why I'm putting it back away for them. It's very kind of me. Maybe
I
I
would
just
toss it
shouldn't.
over the fucking fence. This isn't a Grubhub order that went wrong. These supplies are being dropped off for the protesters / rioters. I would have taken all this shit, tossed it over the fucking fence, took some for myself. Fuck you. It doesn't belong to anybody.
What else do we got? Like heavy duty wipes. It's useful. I almost want to take a hand wipes. Lots and lots of water. Water everywhere. We got gauze sponges. More gauze. Golly, it's like they're preparing for war. Cool first aid kit. That's nice. Yeah, first aid kits. Lots and lots of first aid kits. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of stuff just on the side of the road. Antiseptic spray, Band-Aids.
All right, so you get the gist of that. So now, because I'm going to get into the curfew being put on. So before that happens, we had police on horseback moving towards rioters, towards anti-ICE protesters in Newark, New Jersey, with some of the anti-ICE protesters actually attempting to injure the horses and injure the riders that were on there as well. They were arrested for both of that. So the left, who loves the environment but leaves their trash and garbage all over the place for these protests / riots, injuring animals while they, the horse didn't sign up and volunteer to be ridden by an ICE officer or a federal authority. The horse is just doing its job. It's existing as a horse. These leftists end up attacking horses and attempting to hurt them. So much for the tolerant, peaceful, loving left who love animals and don't want to harm them.
Horses! Horses! Horses!
Supposed to be Homeland Security. From BG on the scene. Gutzenschlager! Schnell! Scheiße!
Fuck you! Fuck you!
And you!
Yo, imagine what they're doing inside and they're treating protesters like this! Horses!
Horse yelling at horses! Dumb cunt. Okay, so that was a little bit of that. The riots are going on in Paris right now because they won a soccer game and now all of the immigrants are trashing the whole goddamn city. That's a thing for another time. So, Homeland Security here again, together with our state and local law enforcement partners, we have secured the area around Delaney Hall. Anyone who attempts to obstruct law enforcement or disrupt our facility will face the full weight of the law. We won't back down. I'm glad that they ended up coming in and doing that. So now, here's a mayor of Newark has imposed a curfew running from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily with a half-mile radius with ICE. That's because leftists are out here straight up animals who can't control themselves. The curfew is running indefinitely. This is Nick's order.
Things at this hour.
Probably the worst night so far, Kevin. 10 days in, they're still trying to figure out how to keep this calm. The governor tried something different yesterday. She moved ICE agents out, gave security responsibilities to New Jersey State Police as well as city police out in front, but that did not seem to make a difference. About 100 people have gathered here so far today. They've reinforced those barricades. They've pushed them back another half mile. But overnight, we saw more violence and some of the worst violence yet. It happened, as is usual, just after dark. A group of the protesters took those barricades, which were supposed to provide a safe area for them. Instead, they used them as weapons, turned them on the police, many of whom initially were not in riot gear, and charged the police. The police responded with tear gas, pretty much fired directly into those protesters, and this turned into a pitched battle for about 2 hours. Protesters trying to hold onto their position in the street. Canister after canister of tear gas fired up into the air. You could see it arcing and then falling onto the street as those protesters tried to hold their ground. Many of them pretty well prepared for the fight, a lot of them in helmets, riot gear themselves, their own shields, knee pads, gas masks. They've been fighting now almost every night, and they were ready for another fight last night. Now, when you hear state officials talk about what's been going on here, the Attorney General just made the point a short time ago that she considers that it's just been a small fraction of the protesters who are violent.
This group of individuals attempted to force their way out of the area established for peaceful protest and into the zone designated for law enforcement, attacking the barrier, even using the bike rack barrier as a weapon, and putting the safety of protesters and law enforcement in jeopardy.
So they set up barriers, and then those barriers turned into weapons. The latest move now is to establish a curfew. It goes into effect tonight, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., to try and clear the streets outside of that detention facility. Kevin, back to you.
One of the great things about having someone with your wisdom and
one of the great things of having someone with your wisdom is... Okay, so now let's get to a little bit of Hassan Piker. That's what some of you are tuning into here, if you weren't already aware of it. And so Hassan Piker showed up for, prior to this, when the ICE action started really happening, he showed up to be the man on the scene, Mr. fucking lefty faggot with everybody. He showed up in, was it Los Angeles? He was in California either way. He had a black vest or something on, and he was trying to be Mr. Man of the People, and he was walking through with everybody, and he has his little team. You really get to see the team now. And his team tends to blend in with every other lefty loser that's there because they're a bunch of lefty losers. Except this time, they didn't really know what to do, and they couldn't really take any action because the left that are his people went after him and started following him and pushing him right out of the entire area. With one black guy, who would not let off. He fucking followed him all the way down the street, got into it with his crew, yelled stuff at Hassan. I've got a couple of videos. Here's one of them. This is from Flash.
Institutions that are doing this violence feel a sense of accountability, and they change.
That's a political philosophy, right? That's what it says.
So that heavyset black guy was debating with him and arguing with him. That's a leftist just there at the protest. He's not a conservative. So then Hassan, he says his little sound bit and he walks away.
They getting him out of there. He just got to... Something just happened, bro. Something just happened. Be careful. I just seen a nigga bust his ass right there. Wait, what happened? What happened that quick? What happened?
He's a fucking fraud. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. People following him because he got money. Yeah.
He's a fraud. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. People following him because he have money. So this was the guy that was debating and arguing with him. The one that's recording is the one that's going to go after him and will not fucking relent. He'll follow him and his crew down the whole road.
Yeah. Look at him running. You don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Here's Hassan's little bitch crew right here. Look at all these fucking assholes he's got with him. Mr. Man of the People that's a leftist just like everybody else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's more in the group. 7, 8. At least 10 people. These other ones are following along and recording him for whatever their reasons are. This guy isn't going to let it go.
Fuck Twitch, nigga, get out of here with them view bots. You view botting pussy. The fuck out of here, you view botting bitch.
View botting pussy.
Fuck out of here, nigga. Go back to your desktop, you dog abuser. You fucking dog abuser. You abuse dogs, huh?
Look at his crew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I'm getting in this view. Hassan's in the middle. They're all flanking him and following him. This is his little faggot crew right here.
You fucking bitch! You abuse dogs, right? How about we abuse you? You fucking punk! You abuse dogs? Word? What's up? What's up? You abuse dogs too? What's up? You fucking dog abuser, get the fuck out of my shit! Fuck out of here! Fuck Twitch! Go suck Dan Clancy dick! Punk, yeah, I ain't talking to you.
We're walking away.
Respect women, queen. I would never disrespect you, queen. Stay in your lane.
Shut up, faggot.
This for my people right here.
You know he's a leftist.
I don't even know this nigga. This is my people. Fuck you, fuck Twitch! You dog abusing bitch! Yeah, you dog abuser! Yeah! You abuse dogs, right? You think that's sexy?
So they got a black leftist that's going after him. What are you going to do? You're going to attack him? You're going to go after him? He's one of your people. They're all right. Every leftist is right. Every conservative is wrong. How are you going to shut this guy down? They can't do it.
You think that's sexy? You think don't touch me. You think abusing dogs is sexy?
Don't touch me.
You think abusing dogs is sexy? You think abusing dogs is sexy, you weird ass bitch? What's up?
It's not just him.
Okay, so fuck him then. Fuck him then. Why you walking with him if he did it? Why you walking with him if he abused his dog? Why you walking with him if he abused his dog? So if you condone that, fuck you too. Okay, come on. Come on. Yeah, we can run. Let's run. Let's run, baby. I like running. Let's run.
Look, they shut the fuck up, right? If that was a conservative that was chasing him down and yelling, they'd all surround him, get in their face, and shut him down. They get into an argument with him. They're like, yeah, whatever, and they walk away. What the fuck are you going to do? It's one of your own, and he's coming after you. He's calling you out. He's calling you a bitch, fake, with bots online. You abuse your dog. What the fuck are you going to do about it?
Let's run. Let's run. I like your red hair. That's nice. Yo, you abuse dogs,
She's trying
you
to
fucking
block
weirdo. You abuse dogs, you weirdo. Fuck Twitch, don't touch me.
I didn't touch shit.
Get shit, yo, you smell like shit though. Back up. You do. Fuck Twitch. Fuck.
There's Hassan. There's his little fucking $1 million outfit, right? All of his expensive clothes. He's in his hat, trying to be man of the people. He's got his whole crew walking.
Twitch and fuck you. Fuck Twitch and fuck you. You fucking view botter. Yo, you abuse your dog? That's crazy, bro. Yo, your dog got a shot collar?
What you angry about?
Your dog got a shot collar?
Get the fuck out of here.
What, you gonna hit me?
No, I'm not gonna hit you.
Okay, so what? I'm in public though. Freedom of speech. He's a dog abuser. He's a dog abuser. He's a dog abuser. Why are you condoning a dog abuser? Fuck Twitch. You abuse your dog. You abuse.
In the meantime, he never addresses him, never stops, never says, hey, let's you and me talk right now, because you seem like he goes on his show and he runs all his fucking bullshit about how he didn't shock his dog, he didn't abuse the dog. Oh, here's this thing and here's that thing, right? Mr. fucking tough guy in control of the situation. Now he's in the streets with his people. He gets confronted. He keeps walking and pretending he's not hearing this, it's not happening, and his little faggot lefty crew is all surrounding him and playing defense for him and protecting their little fake communist faggot lord. Another fake online piece of shit terrorist supporter. This guy is one of the worst. This guy has had the Yemen Houthi terrorists. He's had them call into the show when they were taking over tankers. They were landing helicopters on tankers and taking the crew hostage. This was before the war started with Iran. He had those assholes call into his show on satellite phone. And he said, you're doing a great job. He interviewed him, chatted with him. He admired what they were doing. This guy is an anti-American, terrorist-supporting piece of fucking trash. He has said there needs to be blood in the streets. He has said that landlords need to be murdered for, every one of them, for however they treat tenants. The only guy that needs to be wasted is this fucking faggot. And he goes out into his people, his crew, his fellow lefty nutjob losers, and he gets called out and he gets shut down. That he has to walk away, he has to leave the whole thing, he gets confronted, and he doesn't even have the fucking balls to turn around. He's got a team of 10 people. One black guy chased him down the road. He's got a team of 10 leftist losers. And he didn't have the balls to stop, turn around, confront this guy on video and say, listen, why are you hassling me? Why are you hassling my crew? Why are you accusing me of all this stuff? I've told you, I've already explained online about the dog situation. Why are you throwing all this at me? He didn't have the fucking guts to stop. Probably because he's scared he's going to get wasted by his own people. Because that's who they are, and that's who he is. Pretending to be a communist, pretending to be a leftist, pretending to be one of the people that are fighting the good fight against Trump and whatever else he doesn't like. Absolute fucking pussy. Okay. So, yeah, that was some flash. I have another video. We're going to get to it. I already removed that. So here is New Jersey police have completely lost control. This was earlier on before the curfew. It has turned into an absolute battlefield. It's time to send in the National Guard. Pray for our law enforcement. The left have shields too, and they're actively fighting back against law enforcement. What would happen if me or you did that?
Back up! What the fuck we backing up to? Give us on the land instead of just pushing. What the fuck we doing? Not just trying to push us for no reason. Get back! Not just trying to push us for no reason. We don't
They push us for no reason. Yeah, you're not doing nothing. What drives me nuts is these traitor pieces of shit have the audacity to carry American flags and act like they're patriots that are doing the right thing. They are advocating for people who have illegally broken the rules and come into this country and could hurt your family. And they are out there advocating for those illegals. Every single one of them broke the law. Every single one of them crossed over our border illegally and broke our laws. And they are here. They are not here advocating for you. They're not here advocating for your family. They're advocating for all of the illegals that are not supposed to be here. And that's who they're fighting for. They don't give a shit about you and I. That's why I don't give a shit about them. I don't care if their heads get smashed in. I don't care if they get pepper sprayed. I don't care if they get shot with rubber bullets. Good, I'm glad about all of it. They're all traitors to this country. Fucking garbage. Okay, that's Paris. We'll talk about that before we're done. This was Andy No posting it. I don't believe there's any additional.
John Collar? Abuser! Why are you condoning a dog abuser?
That was the meteor that hit. I got to talk about that briefly. So, the area around ICE Newark is dead silent after NJSP, the New Jersey State Police, forced rioters out of the area. Tens of thousands of dollars worth of supplies are just abandoned outside the facility. It is genuinely mind-blowing how much money is poured into riot supplies. See for yourselves. Look at all this shit after they all got forced out. This is their supply camps. How many people do you know that are in your community? They're friends. They're your next door neighbor. They're somebody that you're on your Facebook chat page. They're going, I don't have enough diapers for my kid. I can't afford diapers. We're struggling here at our home. We can't afford to buy the groceries and supplies we need. In the meantime, these anti-American pieces of shit are overloaded with the supplies they need just to cosplay and play this stupid fucking game. Look at all these supplies.
Emma F. from San Francisco.
So this is after they were all forced out. The curfew was put in place and New Jersey State Police showed up as well. All their little gay masks and their gas masks. So when they get stuff thrown at them, they can survive it. They can keep going, keep pushing. Look at the boxes of masks. So all should be confiscated and given to ICE to use on their side when they're up against these paid agitators. The FBI should be tracing the money that was used to support the criminal enterprise being used by the left, and that's correct. They're tracking where all this money is coming from, and they should be shutting all these organizations down. They're blocking this car. They're in the road illegally blocking vehicles. What would happen if you and I did that? I don't give a shit that they think they're righteous. Can you and I block traffic? Can we stand in front of a police car and say you're not going anywhere? Fuck you. Can we do that?
Get the fuck up!
Get back! Watch your honor, reach it!
Okay, so that was some more of the chaos that was going on. So this is the public safety alert that was sent from the New Jersey State Police. The city of Newark has declared a curfew for a half-mile radius around Delaney Hall. All persons present must leave the area immediately. The curfew is in effect until 6 a.m. It will continue to be in place from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. each night until further notice. This is good. This is what needed to be done in Portland. I wanted to see if I had a different one of Hassan. I could have sworn that I did. Now, leftist rioters have turned on each other in the streets as they argue whether or not to retreat from the road outside ICE Newark. I told you these people are feral. Some rioters are concerned they're being kettled, which would result in mass arrests. So this is when the curfew is being put in. They're all being told to leave, and some of them, they just... So they're fighting with each other.
Hey, you guys are being distracted. Tear down Delaney Hall. Tear down Delaney Hall. Tear down Delaney Hall. This is about the prisoners. This is about the prisoners. Come on. If they come over here, we're all fucking up. I'm gonna break this shit up. I'm gonna break this shit up. I'm gonna break this shit up. Right now, get them distracted. I'll boom my shit right now. I really boom my shit. I will boom your shit. I will boom you. I will boom you. I will fucking boom you. Hey. I will fucking boom you right now. I will fucking boom you right now. I'll fucking boom you right now. I will fucking boom you right now.
I'm booing you right now, motherfucker. I'm booing you right now. I don't even know what bully you right now means. You're gonna fucking gore him. You're gonna put your head down with your little fucking things, and you're gonna run at him, faggot. But you know, when the left eats each other, America wins. So this is Mike Crispy. He was on the ground there as well. He said, "This is a few things I've observed today while going toe-to-toe with Antifa at Delaney Hall. 99% of license plates have parked and walked in from out-of-state vehicles. A woman with a clipboard acting as an HR department. Antifa people literally foam at the mouth when yelling like they were on hard drugs. I believe they are. They're the worst of society. If you try to smile and engage as humans, they yell and scream. There's nothing going on behind their eyes. It's a dead, dark stare. Anyone that's dealt with the left or has talked about this, you know what that is. You look at their eyes, how crazy it is, how wide and crazy, and there's nothing there because it's only the thing that they're stuck on stupid with. If you try the fat tranny looking ones man the supply tent. That's interesting. Everyone smells and litters everywhere. So much for the environment, right? My conclusion, these people are quite literally subhuman anarchists. Never let the media convince you of anything else ever. And of course, the left wants you to not believe your lying eyes. Now, here's something else here that's interesting. Nick Sorter, I went undercover into a leftist training class here outside ICE Newark, where rioters are each handed $100 worth of equipment to pretend to be medics. These people are basically Antifa support staff. They were given goggles, latex gloves, and most notably 3M P100 respirators with multiple spare cartridges, all new in the box. The respirator and spare cartridges cost $75 each, and they were doling them out like candy. These are not organic riots. They're well organized and well funded. These groups need to be broken up into a million pieces. No, they need to be completely and utterly destroyed. These people need to be arrested or have their skulls smashed in.
If you have not been fully trained, you are not qualified to do anything.
So he's pretending to struggle with a respirator. He finds the kit online as a comparison. The one thing that he's been given is $54 by itself for one person. So here's all the lefty losers putting all their gear in. Not trained to be medics, but they'll be cosplaying as medics.
On the ground. Pepper spray is being deployed. The first thing that you do, you stop, you breathe, you put on your gloves. Do you understand? The last thing that I need is for you treating someone's burned face with contaminated hands and then infecting their eyes. The last thing that I need is you touching their face to treat them and then getting pepper spray all over your hands. Because then instead of treating them, I have to treat you. Okay? So again, by showing up and volunteering to do this training right now, and to be here in support of our community in this way, you are taking on responsibility. Do you understand? First thing you do is what? I'm sorry, I do have to go.
So he's explaining what you have to do. Some of these people are so fucking dumb they don't get it. And he's having to do a visual representation of what you need to do, which he explained it. He said, put your gear on first, protect yourself before you start helping other people that have been contaminated with pepper spray, tear gas, whatever. And these people are such retards. They're like, what? We do, what's step one again? Yeah, there's your medics, everyone. Together in our state, local law enforcement departments, we've secured the area. I believe I already showed you that earlier. So I'm going to cancel this one here. All right, we showed you this one. That was a police on horseback. That was Hassan Piker getting owned. So here's an interesting one as well. They're communicating on Signal. They're asking for donations. Here's what one Signal message uncovered. I messaged a group admin asking how my family in New Jersey could help the Delaney Hall protesters. Within minutes, she sent me a supply list and a Venmo donation link. The supply list wasn't water bottles. It was P100 respirators, tear gas grade, military spec impact goggles, welding gloves for picking up hot tear gas canisters, helmets, body armor, and Sudocon chemical decontamination wipes. That's a military law enforcement product most people have never heard of. That's my first time hearing of it as well. The Venmo link at Cochange, the account belongs to Jenny Garcia. She's the main organizer of the Delaney Hall protests. Quoted in the American Prospect, Newsweek, and Time, listed as the official press contact. She's not a volunteer. She is a professional organizer. Venmo feeds are public. I pulled hers. Payments labeled commissary, money for detained immigrants to buy food inside the facility. Commissary phone accounts fund, keeping detainees' phones active. DSA meeting. Democratic Socialists of America, mutual aid. Fuck ICE. It's always the Democratic Socialists of America. That's what Mamdani is. All of these people are the same. Socialists, pretty much communists. Same account. Uber rides. Cumbia dance classes. A cafe called Pika's Fika. Protest donations and personal spending. One feed, no separation. This is on her account. So who pays Jenny Garcia? She holds 3 titles of 3 organizations. Detention Watch, DC-based, $7.2 million in assets. Ford Foundation funded. AFSC, classified as a church, no public donors. Tides Foundation gave them $221,000. It's all these NGOs and these private bullshit things that are right here in America working against American citizens. Coshesha, New Jersey, the Cosheshan Venmo name files 2 990s, reports $0 in salaries. Every year, every officer, nobody gets paid, allegedly. Foundation money pays Garcia through DWN and AFSC. She organizes under Kosha's name. Kosha claims to pay nobody, but they're getting all of this money incoming to them. These shitbags are organizing all of this. They are getting the biggest retards and idiots that they can find as useful idiots to be their foot soldiers on the ground. They sit them down, just like you saw in that meeting, where he's trying to explain to all the brain-dead morons how to pretend to be a medic, what to do if you get hit with tear gas and other stuff, and half the retards can't even figure it out. So we've seen this one. We've seen this one. Okay, so I want to go back and make sure that I've shown the bookmarks that I want to. I could have sworn I had another one of Hassan Piker. That was an additional view. They've got Paris riots that are happening right now. It's crazy because their soccer team won. And I guess it's mostly more immigrants than it is anything else. Paris riots.
La banlieue influence Paname, Paname influence le monde. La banlieue influence Paname, Paname influence le monde.
This is all like illegal immigrants. We looked at this one. Invaders brag we took Paris in 3 hours. Look at this. We have Algerians, Tunisians, Moroccans. Marine, we have managed to take over Paris even faster than the German army in 1940. It took us 3 hours. They're all immigrants from other countries, and they're trashing Paris. All right, that was a leftist beating each other up. Yeah, this was an odd one, getting off. I don't know if anyone's seen this. It was my first time. Williamsburg, Brooklyn, New York. We're back in the United States. It appears 6 or 7 more individuals were spotted coming out of different manholes. It appears the men all had tools on them as well. We have a real problem on our hands, and multiple people have been reporting this, that randos of unknown people are moving through the sewers of New York. They're not workers. They are not staff of the city. They're coming up. It appeared like they had a tripod. They have recording equipment. They have some other stuff with them, other tools with them you can't quite make out. They're coming right up out of a sewer grate in the middle of the road. Like 4 guys. They put the sewer grate back in. No, another guy coming out with a car coming. There was like 3 or 4 that already went. This is like number 5. There's number 6. There's no sound on this. This is just maybe a street video, street recorder. That's 6 or 7 at this point. They've all been moving through the sewers with unknown potential 8 unknown potential equipment. He puts the sewer grate back on. They all casually walk away like nothing's happening. And this is not the first thing that I've seen of people that are making this claim. It's very odd. That's the same video. This is the aftermath of Paris. After the rioters did everything. I'm sorry, okay. Reading the context on this. This is Paris in December of 2022. This is not the same as the current riots that are currently going on. Okay, I don't know if this is a different angle. I'm going to play this one.
Institutions that are doing this violence feel a sense of accountability. And
it looks like it's the same thing.
They change the
That's a political philosophy, right? That's what it says.
They getting him out of there. He just got to... Something just happened, bro. Something just happened. Be careful. I just seen a nigga bust his ass right there. Wait, what happened? What happened that quick?
Fucking fraud. It's the same thing. His own lefties. It's been deleted. That's convenient. So that was a public safety. That's also been deleted, or I removed it. Which one are you saying? So this is Paris, France tonight. Import the third world, become the third world. Repeats. Now, Andy No had one thing here. Blue Sky has replaced X as one of the riot supplies organizing for far left extremists. They use @Venmo and Cash App to launder the money. The person in charge of supply drops posted supply drop-off locations for today on the threads. I showed you some of that where Nick Sorter was showing some of this. So Rainbow Renegade, Hudson County Emergency Supply Pickup, Saturday, 5:30, 12 to 3 p.m. Five Corners branch of the Jersey City Library. Look for the pastel, pink, white, purple scarf. Essex County Emergency Supply Pickup, Saturday, 5:30, 12 to 4 p.m. Belleville Public Library. Look for the Knicks jersey and red hair. Passaic County Emergency Supply Pickup, Saturday, 5:30, 12 to 4. Montclair Public Library. Look for the blue hair. Of course, it's blue hair. And they've even got QR codes to do Delaney Hall supply needs. They want more instant ice packs, goggles without Venta that are impact rated, shatterproof, P100 respirators and filters, helmets and hard hats, knee and elbow pads, shin and wrist guards, hearing protector earmuffs, Sudican wipes, folding chairs, portable chargers, retractable keychains, and Tony lanyards. This is all, it's not organic. If you want to be real, and you actually feel strongly or feel some way about all this, you wouldn't go through this. This is all being orchestrated. It's like a play that's being put on for you, and then they find useful idiots to show up. Some are paid. They're part of the deal. Others are just morons that think that they're right, and they show up to do their part, get into trouble. They want to cause trouble. They want to be a part of it. They show up and they get extra morons to be a part of it. This is all a cosplay. This is all done on purpose. Face shields, face masks, shatterproof goggles, trash bags, paper towels, gauze, alcohol pads, baby wipes, emergency for getting sick, instant coffee packets, Gatorade, cases of water, protein bars, bug spray, menstrual supplies, and it goes on and on. This is all the stuff that they're having delivered and getting money for. This is not organic. They're all being set up. They're all being set up, and it's all being played out in order for people to see this on TV and be outraged or say, "Oh my God, I can't believe people are being treated this way," yada yada. It's all bullshit. So yeah, this was the sonic boom and the meteor that hit off of the coast of Massachusetts. So they had one in South Carolina, and then they had one in Massachusetts as well, just to kind of finalize. We're kind of done with all that. That was the meteor coming down, and it hit off the coast of Massachusetts. Rattled people's windows in their homes.
Morning. A lot of people in the Midlands heard a mysterious loud boom yesterday afternoon. Our partners at WIS reached out to law enforcement agencies, even military institutions, trying to figure out what it was. We're told that was not an earthquake. Instead, they're calling it a sonic boom. Take a look at these videos depicting just how rattling it was. People who live in that area are reacting. Here's what they think it was.
I couldn't tell whether it was a meth lab. Just, you know, you heard everything rumble. You're like, what's going on? But yeah, it was wild.
I was like, what the was that?
Oh, I thought someone was trying to break into my car. I was on the phone and it was so loud. I called my daughter-in-law and she thought someone had ran into her house.
Now, we're still waiting on a definitive cause of the sonic boom. There's a lot of conjecture out there. We just talked to meteorologist Al Conklin about this in the previous hour. Maybe space junk, maybe a meteor. We'll let you know when we get updates.
Hi.
So, what are they? Well, they were having sex, so what were they?
Moccasins. Those are dangerous.
They're not moccasins.
Huh?
They're not moccasins.
Oh. Okay.
Are they biting?
Yeah. Honey, let us go. Oh my God.
Jesus, their mouths are huge.
Please. Bobby, please. Oh God.
A Clearwater boy looking for some fossils when he came upon something bigger than he is.
Yeah, Thomas Lynch talked with the youngster about his discovery of a brand new dinosaur fossil.
Corbin Bullard's bedroom looks like any other 12-year-old's, but one theme sticks out: geology, especially dinosaurs.
I just think it's really cool.
In fact, Corbin is a part of the 4-H Geology Club in Sedgwick County.
4-H is definitely meant to help kids find what they're interested in and do amazing things.
It was on one of these trips in Jewell County when Corbin stumbled across something unexpected.
He wandered over a little ways and he says, "Whoa!"
Finding something prehistoric.
So he looked down and he found I think it was 7 or 8 large vertebrae.
It was a Tylosaurus fossil from the Cretaceous period.
11 years old, who'd have thought? I was really excited, and I didn't know there was something like this up here.
Now, this Tylosaurus is not a dinosaur, but a mosasaur, and this swam here in Kansas 80 million years ago.
Pretty much all of the middle of America used to be underwater.
Now Corbin is cleaning the 8-piece fossil, which measures in total over 15 feet. It's taken some time.
At least 30 hours.
I feel like it's very surreal to actually have had this happen, and I'm very proud of Corbin for sticking through it and finding everything.
In Clearwater, Thomas Lynch, 12 News.
Now, if you want to see the skull for yourself, Corbin will be displaying the skull of the Tylosaurus at the Sedgwick County Fair, July 8th through the 11th. Go check.
All new at 10, a young man who powered through adversity makes it to the big stage.
Yeah, graduation night, even more remarkable when you learn his story. Our Ben Gutierrez reports from Waianae.
Graduating from high school is a big achievement. Eric Schultz, however, had to overcome bigger challenges that most students don't face.
It was so grateful to just walk on the stage and grab my diploma. It was so great. I felt my heart moving. I was gonna cry, but I just held it in and just walked the stage.
Eric Schultz.
18-year-old Eric Po'okila Schultz didn't expect to be here, celebrating with friends on this night. According to the point-in-time count, there were 802 homeless minors on Oahu. Nearly 90% of them were staying in shelters. Schultz is one of them.
I've seen plenty families have struggles with houselessness because of the rise of income and all that for housing, and jobs and all that is hard to get now. To come by.
Schultz says he's been in and out of shelters since he was 15 as his parents struggled with addiction. We first met him earlier this year when he spent a more